Northern Lights continue as we head into Boston against the Boston Red Sox, a division leader thus far, and they have been since about the beginning of July. With 2 games of 500, they are 75 and 51. Nathan Eovaldi, 10-10 record, 3.54 ERA in 152 and 2/3 innings. Less hits than that, a 1.12 whip. George Springer not hitting the best, 242, almost 20 home runs. There's at least that. You know, occasionally I do have him lead off like he does in real life. He's going to fly out to center field. Our next live stream will be August 4th against the Angels. We'll see the entire series then. It'll probably be an evening live stream. Remember to subscribe. Here is our lineup. Springer, Bichette, Bell, Magical, Gurriel Jr., Hernandez, Chapman, Jansen, and Tapia. We are 10th in the American League in on-base percentage, probably because we strike out so damn much. Nonetheless, we got a runner at second here in the second. 2-2 count. Eovaldi dishes to the plate, and slider way out of the zone, but I get it. Gurriel wanted to move him over. Kind of made sense. A lot of the players you're going to see in this game are mostly going to be the outfielders and the DH. As said outfielder's going to smack this one to the out-of-town scoreboard, rolling up and bouncing. We get a run. And second replaces home. Home replaces second on his 22nd double of the year. Here's Raimel Tapia. Not batting well, which really explains why he's batting in the bottom of the lineup. But he does have 30 RBIs, so that's a plus. He's a decent fielder. I don't know what we do with him after the season, but we'll worry about that later. He's going to get us a single here in the top of the third. As Bo Bichette is on deck, 3-0 count. Could be a hit-and-run situation as George Springer is back to the plate. Ooh, pitch way inside. I wouldn't have blamed him for letting him hit him, but 3-0 count. Just preserve yourself and get to first. August and July have been about the same for Bo Bichette. Not a ton of production, not bad numbers though, but not what we need. We could really use some more offensive firepower from him, and that swing and a miss of the slider is not going to help our cause. Take a look at that replay again. Absolutely reaching. Eovaldi is teaching as Josh Bell steps in the plate. 2-1, and he's going to hang one up to right field, and it is going to be run down by Verdugo. Runner second going to tag and go to third. As unlike in real life, we're not hitting inside the park grand slams today. But we do have a 1-0 lead. So, Magical, chopper to second. And unfortunately, we will not be able to tack on any more runs to the first third of this ball game as we push on. All right, Teoscar at the plate for his third plate appearance. Yeah, skipped a little bit. Runner at first. He's got a double. I think if he hits another double, we could get a third run. You know how I feel about 1-run leads. Never safe. And he was never safe as that slider almost buckled his knees. Teoscar going to be a victim of yet another strikeout. Eovaldi creeping up on 100 pitches. Chapman swing at a slider, chops it up the middle, and that'll give us 2 base runners with 2 away. All right. And the Red Sox manager is going to change hurlers. I can't exactly see who this is coming out of the bullpen. Is it Matt Barnes? Somebody let me know. No, it's Ryan Brazier. You would think I'd know the website name. Sorry. Anyways, Raimel Tapia on deck. Jansen at the plate. Full count. Can he come through? Hits one. Right up the middle. Great diving stop. Over to first. He has definitely saved the run on that one. Tanner Nishioka. Great diving stop there. Christian Arroyo here with the bases juiced. And it's going to pop up in the infield, so the double play is still a possibility as Ross Stripling is our pitcher at this point. For Yohan Mieses. Not much production this season, as I'm going to assume that's the Green Monster. I don't remember his name. You would think after watching enough Red Sox games as a Yankee fan, I know this stuff. And circle change, chop to second, Magical can't get a grip of it. Fires the first, and everybody is going to be safe. Plus, the ball game will be tied for Nishioka. Quintana smacks a fastball to center. Runner at third, probably going to think about it. Definitely hit deep enough. Thrown into the infield, misses Josh Bell, who happened to be in the middle of the field. That should have been Magical's, if you think about it, if you're playing proper cutoffs, but whatever. Anyways, we're down by 1. 3-2, 2 outs. Stripling. Fastball, going to be hit to right field. Tapia running it down. He cannot get to it. Clings off the bottom of the on the show. 22 sign. Runner coming around. Everybody moves up 2 bases. And Boston tacks on 2 more runs. 5-2 here in the 6th. Jump to the 7th as we attempt to make some kind of comeback. As Tapia smacks this one to right field. It is gonna, bounce and jump over the very shallow wall for an automatic double. Springer smacks one to first base. Great diving stop by Dahlbeck. Definitely saved a run there. Bichette smacks a slider to second, and Nishioka can't make a routine-ish play despite making a great play earlier. Base hit. Josh Bell, 2-2, can drive in a run by advancing someone. Chopper to second, toss to short, back to first, and unfortunately we are not going to get a third run. Boston still up 3. Gurriel smacks one up the middle, giving us a base runner with 1 out. As he faces Matt Barnes. Teoscar. Inside 4-seamer. Had some tailing inside action. Gets him a swing and miss. The second out. Jansen. 40 RBIs, 15 home runs, but we got to get on or get a run before we see him. Chapman up the middle, and it's going to be a fly ball to end the top of the 8th. All right, Tapia is on deck. Jansen is leading off the 9th. 3-0 count. I would say don't swing. And he is going to oblige, giving us a base runner as the tying run is now on deck, and Tapia does have 2 hits to his credit. 1-2, smack to third, over to second, back to first. Unfortunate double play, and the tying run is on the bench for George Springer. 0-2, Whitlock looking to close things down, and he's able to do so. Picking up yet another save for these Red Sox. They take this one 5-2 in regulation time. But there really is no time, so why did I even say that? Nonetheless, we move on to the very next game. We are creeping up on 500 if we continue to lose, so besides not making the playoffs, we might be pretty terrible given the expectations as a World Series contender. But we take things one game at a time, as Big Maple is back in Boston yet again. And let's see what he is capable of. What? Ross Stripling is in the game in the 2nd? What the hell happened? Well, I'll tell you what happened. We got smacked in the 1st inning. So, 5 runs, now a 6th, as we are 3.5 games out of a wild card. I swear, we are lucky to even be that close. 12 games back of the AL East leading Red Sox. Don't throw the ball back in. Come on, Springer. Bro, I don't get you benched. You cut that crap again. Chopper up the middle. Bichette. Short toss to Magical. Can't get the... Everybody's safe. And another run scores. So, you know what? We're just going to move on. 9th inning. Down by 9 in the 9th. Fly ball to shallow right. Listen, this just was not much of a game. Had all intents and purposes just showing pitching, but obviously it wasn't all that great. So, nonetheless, we'll move on. Bogart's 3 for 4. Triple, double, single. Home run shy of the cycle. Now at 64 and 64, same thing applies. But Nick Pivetta is on the mound. 10-3 record, which is great for the casual baseball fan, but might not be the best pitcher in all of baseball this season. despite his record. Magical coming through pretty well this season, though. Not much power, though. A 361 average. Fly ball to second. Why didn't you catch that in the air? Like, that's really risky to try to catch that off the ground. All right, we've got a lot of the usual suspects, so we really won't go into who the lineup is. You know what it is. We are 9th in the American League, but that's 9th in the American League at near 500 runs. So, again, if our offense can just come through, if guys can get on and not lean on dudes like Gurriel Jr. to bash things out, I think we really can make the playoffs, as Jose De Leon is making what I'm going to assume is his last start up here at the majors. I don't see ourselves keeping him up here. Yusei Kikuchi is scheduled to return in the Angels series that you will see in real life on August 4th, as we get a base hit up the middle. We got 2 runners on, down by 1 here in the 3rd. Bo Bichette 0 for 1. Curveball smack to second, and unfortunately, we are not going to be able to capitalize with a runner in scoring position. Tanner Nishioka, 282 average, not too shabby this season. He's going to hit a fly ball to center. Springer attempts to dive, and Tapia saved an inside the park home run, which is really ironic given that Tapia in real life has really done that in this same ballpark. Nonetheless, runner in scoring position, Verdugo. Chopper to first. Bell scoops it to his left-hand side. Going to step on the bag. Runner will advance to 3rd base. Xander Bogaerts can get a run in without getting a hit. Fly ball to left as Hernandez going to come up with it. Reaching out. Tag up. Throw into the infield. Boston leads 2-0. Devers smacks this one to right field. And this should be an easy play for the out. As we move on, bottom of the 5th, runner at first, 2-2. Fastball gets him frozen here in the summer heat. Verdugo, chopper to Chapman to second as Madrigal going to step on the bag for the final out of the 5th. All right, Madrigal, as we have basically only seen Madrigal in the pitcher, as that's how it had it structured. Fly ball to center, it is going to hit up against the wall. Man, I really wish they had gotten out. The throw back in the infield, you know what? He could have had 3 if he really wanted. And listen, if I send a guy back, they should run back a little faster than that. That's BS. Whatever. Circle change going to get hit to left field as Boston gets themselves another base runner here in the bottom of the 6th. J.D. Martinez is going to chop one to short. Bichette throw to second, back to first. We're only able to get one as that one kicks off of Bell's glove. Had he secured it, it definitely would have been an out. 1-2. Circle change, as you know what, despite only giving up 2, he's pitched really well. And we got to thank him for the, what he's given us. Hell, we could have called up somebody else and been probably far worse. This Gurriel hits one deep, and that one is going onto the I-95 highway. I hope that whomever is driving on there did not get hit in the windshield, as in real life, I actually had my car get hit in the windshield by a rock on the highway. But make sure you update your car insurance, because that is a pretty penny to pay for. Windshields are expensive. But not our problem in this universe, only in real life. As Nick Pivetta is still out there here in the 7th. 3-2 count. Teoscar Hernandez. Ooh, early swing at a knuckle curve, and he will be sat down. Jansen on deck. Chapman on the plate. 3-2. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts. But we have cut the lead in half. We have 6 outs to do what we can. Damn right, we need to give it what we got. We have the talent. We can't be losing to... Listen, the Red Sox are good, don't get me wrong, but they got hot at the really right time. So did the Rays and the Yankees. So maybe I'm making an excuse. I don't know. Nonetheless, Jax Groshans. What is he, a Mortal Kombat character? I forget what his actual name is. And Trevor Richards is going to give up a single in the center. Springer going to scoop it. almost fell over there trying to retrieve the baseball, but he's able to get it back in with 2 outs. That is a double as Verdugo is on deck, but we've got Nishioka. Nishioka at the plate, 3-2. And he is going to take first base following the base on balls. You see the wild card standings. We're still, oh no, sorry, that's the AL. No, that is the wild card standings. We are 3.5 back. And Richard is going to help us hopefully be able to creep back in there by not giving up another run. Moving on here in the 8th, Tapia. 1-1. Chopper at a low fastball, and I'm surprised that he didn't die for that. Come on. Show us some hustle. Anyways, Roman Quinn is going to come off the bench as the pinch runner. I'm not going to question it because at least he's fast. You bring something to the table. That's fine. We could definitely use a hit-and-run situation with our best contact hitter, Nick Madrigal. Quinn is going. Pitch low, ball, slide in, safe. We are last in all of baseball in stolen bases, and honestly, it's probably because the AI is so psychic about it. So in user games, I don't really steal that much. Anyways, swing and a miss. Matt Barnes gets a strikeout, and that is big time. Bichette, 3-1. Fastball. Oh, my goodness, dude. You had a strike to play with. Use it to your advantage. Nonetheless, we got 3 outs. They are up 1, and they will call on Garrett Whitlock for his 39th save of the season. Righties hitting 206. Lefties hitting almost half of that at 109. We got our work cut out for us, but we got 3, 4, 5, the heart of the lineup coming up. 1 and 2. Oh, circle change. Devastating change of speed there. So take a look at that again. It didn't break the best, but it broke like it was 1999. Shout outs to Prince. Slider hit up the middle via the shift. The second baseman will have it in. Fired to first. We are 1 out away from going below 500 before we play the Angels. But we've got Lourdes Gurriel, who has, listen, almost regardless of what happens this season, he is our MVP, especially offensively, because even though we have 3 pitchers who have pitched to an under 3 ERA, offensively, he has carried us the best he can. If everybody else would step their game up, we're in the playoffs. There's really nothing else to say. 2-0, chopper up the middle, and we are going to get a base runner. So the tying run is at first. The winning run is at the plate coming up. Teoscar Hernandez. And for some reason, we are switching to Kevin Biggio. I wouldn't do this, but being as I couldn't switch to manage mode and handle it myself, throw over to first. He's going to be safe. Quick manage is not the same as manage mode, and in the future I'm going to do a video about it because I have done plenty of videos using manage mode, particularly in my 2 rebuilds, the Angels and the Nationals. Circle change, misses to the outside corner for ball number 1. Biggio, not the best at stealing bases. I mean, he's probably, like 3rd fastest guy on the team. I'm not going to run him. I don't want to have the 3rd out at 2nd. I'd really regret not letting a batter bat. Sinker, low and away, no swing. 16th pitch. Teoscar is going to hit this sinker to left field. Oh, boy. And we are officially below 500 at this point in the season. Again, next live stream is August 4th versus the Angels.